Hi, thank you for joining us for this episode of Springdale Today. I'm your host, Mary Jordan. We are recording a very special Springdale Today from Downtown Springdale, where Springdale Public Schools is featuring Showcase of the Arts and East Night Out. The school district has activated 3 different locations in Downtown Springdale today, and we're going to spend some time visiting them and find out what's happening. We're chatting with Abigail Farrell, who is an East facilitator at J.O. Kelly Middle School, and she was responsible for all the amazing East activities that were happening at Luther George Park. What can you tell us about how things went last night?
Things went really well. We had a lot of our Springdale Public School East programs represented there, and their students were sharing about their projects with people who didn't know anything about East, which was really nice, because usually when we have students sharing, they're sharing with people who already know what East is and have an interest in their particular project. So to be there with community members that knew nothing about East was really phenomenal for those students. We had a really large turnout for our Project Prevent area with the free inflatables and activities. We had a huge art show and art activities provided by Don Tyson School of Innovation art programs and by the middle school collaboration with Crystal Bridges. So we had some of that going on too. So lots of art making, lots of free activities, lots of learning about healthy choices and East programs.
You packed a lot into that evening, and you guys also had an opportunity to experience a concert by the Woodbox Heroes with Janine Fleener too, right?
Yes, it was the first time for me to hear them, and I was blown away. It was such a great concert. I grew up in Scott County with lots of bluegrass, and it kind of reminded me of my roots, but then there was also a twist to it. So just a really good variety of music. And we had a large turnout of community members sitting down and watching the concert, so that was really great too.
That was really cool. And with Janine being a Springdale High School graduate, that makes it even a little bit more special.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Well, thank you, Abby. Thank you for everything you did to make this event a reality and for supporting our families and our community. We really appreciate all you do.
Thank you.
We're here with Jennifer Barrios, who's with the East program at J.O. Kelly Middle School, and she's going to tell us a little bit about East and what they're doing here today. What is the East program?
So EAST itself stands for Education Accelerated by Service and Technology.
And what do you do as part of an East program?
So pretty much EAST is all about owning your own learning, which means instead of like regular classes where the teacher tells you what to do, when to do it, how to do it, here in EAST, pretty much, again, as said before, you own your own learning.
So you are going to be showing off several projects you guys are doing this year in East. Tell me about this one in particular that you have. Yeah.
So we're happily showcasing 8 of our projects this year. And this one is called Project Prevent. So we made some vinyls for it, which has an actual record inside. And yeah.
That's great. And then you can listen to the music, or is it lessons? What are on the albums?
Oh, so we're showcasing our greatest hits this year. So Project Prevent has these things called chapters, and chapters are sort of like groups spread all across Arkansas. And their goal is pretty much the same as Project Prevent, to influence other people around us into living a healthy life, tobacco-free. Right. And some of the ways our students have been spreading awareness is by hosting school events all year long, not just for like Red Ribbon Week, but Red Ribbon Week is included in there. They have set up a photo booth, which a lot of their kids really liked. You were supposed to sign a poster pledging you'd be tobacco free, and then you could take a picture with your friends. And they brought guest speakers. They've hosted a parent breakfast, and they're even gonna go read some books to younger kids at the school next to us, which is Knapp Elementary, specifically to the 3rd graders. And of course, they're here at the Showcase of Arts and our East Night Out today.
Perfect, Jennifer. Thank you so much for sharing that information with us. I really enjoyed visiting with you today. We've moved on to our next Showcase of the Arts location, the Medium, where we're chatting with Southwest Junior High art teacher Holly Hamlin.
Hi.
Thanks for being here with us today.
No problem, I love it.
What are you guys doing out here at the Medium this evening?
We are doing a Springdale School District art show where we have here at the Medium we have middle school and junior high art, and down the street we have the high school art.
Oh, at Manos?
Yes, at Manos.
What is the scope of the art that's being featured at this location tonight?
At this location, you have a wide range of 2D art and you have some 3D art. It all depends on the various things. And we also have a cookbook that the teacher at Helen Tyson did with her kids, for her 6th grade kids. And so there's a whole bunch of different recipes from these kids' families.
That's really neat. Is there anything you want to be sure to mention about this experience?
Just, that these kids put a lot of work into their art and they're very proud. Every single one of them that I gave their letter to that they were going to be in the art show was just in awe.
That's really exciting. I can't wait to check it all out. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. We're glad to have y'all.
Next, we're visiting with Helen Tyson Middle School student,
Thank
Kelly
you.
Villanueva. Thank you for being here.
Thank you. I like being here. I'm actually surprised I'm actually getting interviewed.
Oh, you shouldn't be. I really love your artwork. What can you tell me about what you created today?
So I created we were supposed to do categories for example, if I'm gonna do piercing, I made SpongeBob for an example of a piercing.
And these are made in, what did you use to draw the artwork? Did you use pen and ink or?
Yes, pen and ink, basically the simple stuff.
What are you kind of hoping people feel when they looked at these trading cards?
Surprised or oh wow, it's good.
Yeah. Well, what's it like having your artwork displayed for so many people to come and look at it?
It makes me shocked because I always wanted my art to be on everywhere, to express my feelings and stuff.
Well, this is a really good start for that, Kelly. Thank you so much for talking with us.
Thank you.
Now we're visiting with teacher Hannah Wright from Central Junior High School, who's going to share with us a little bit about why experiences like this are valuable for students.
Absolutely. So we tell our students that they are artists, and we want them to feel very much so like their artwork is valuable, and a showcase like this allows them to see their artwork being enjoyed by other people and to see other people really connect with their works in a huge way. And so having it on display really helps them to feel a little bit closer to that identity of an artist.
And how is what people are experiencing this evening really showcasing what students are learning in the classroom?
So we have a couple different ways to address that. So we have a present standard that the students have to meet every year with their different classes. And part of that is presenting their artworks to the public and an exhibit and a display, something like that. So this is a great way to meet that standard. But additionally, it really showcases the skills that they're honing and developing. We go beyond just teaching them how to use paint and how to use color pencils. We're having them connect different ideas and layer in what they're learning in other classes and using those analytical skills to really build up something really profound, like the pieces we see here.
Yeah, and these are your students' pieces.
These
What
are
can
my
you share
students.
with us about
Oh
them?
my gosh, this is actually a great display of one of my favorite projects that we do through the year. These are pictures from the national parks. And so my students, for their landscape unit, had to pick a national park, investigate it, find an image that represented some very unique aspect of that park, and then create the whole composition on their own. And so I'm very proud of them. This is what I love getting to see them do. Take an idea from start to finish and create something amazing.
Well, thank you for being here. Thank you for giving them this opportunity.
100%.
We really, truly appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you guys.
Thank you. We're chatting now with Esma Paradin from Springdale High School, who's sharing with us a little bit about her artwork today. Esma, thank you for being here with us today.
Thank you for having me.
What can you share with us about the pieces you created today?
So these two pieces are both working towards my sustained investigation in AP right now. And my question guiding them was, how can I turn bad taxidermy into art that brings me joy? And so this bear represents there's the Garden of Eden, kind of, the Adam and Eve situation. There's one apple that has a bite out of it. And then this poorly taxidermied bear kind of shows the silliness of how humans are put together and how we can have so many faults and still make a beautiful piece that teaches us something. And same with this lion. It kind of reminds me of how animals are poorly mistreated, and just a lot of things are poorly mistreated, even humans are, for the profit of money. And so you can kind of see how some of the dollar bills are kind of just disordered and not how they would normally look, but also they still look normal to us.
What is it about these pieces that you hope people really take away from the event?
I hope that it really just brings them like new questions, maybe even a little bit of joy. I know it may not seem like joy, but joy can look different to everybody.
What's it like having so many people here checking out your artwork?
It's really awesome. You know, I've grown up in downtown Springdale my whole life, and so to be a part of something that so many people from all around here are a part of and having their voices heard and their pieces seen, it's really cool.
Thank you, Esma. I appreciate your feedback.
Yeah, you too. Thank you.
Now we're visiting with teacher Amanda Craddock from Springdale High School. Amanda, what can you tell me about the showcase and what participants are experiencing this evening?
I think that the viewers are experiencing delight and surprise at how great the artwork is and how much artwork there is to see and view. And so far, the experience has been great. It's been nice seeing them interact with the artwork and view it. Yeah.
Well, I'd be a little nervous, I think, to put my artwork out in front of the community. Why is an event such as this a valuable learning experience for students?
Oh wow, I think that the event is so valuable for students because it challenges them to think beyond a grade and to get their artwork out and you know, be thinking about skill and craftsmanship and the viewer experience of experiencing it. It's a really great motivator, and just going beyond the walls of the classroom to show off their work and share their stories and their expression through art. It's a challenge, but it's a good one, and it's been nice for the students.
I'm always blown away by how talented our youth are. What do you hope people participating tonight or attending this evening's showcase take away from the event?
I hope that they take away just how valuable arts education is and how it brings people together, and it's a way for everyone, the students and the community, to view the art, to see the expression of the students, and just see how valuable it is and what a great time it is to come out and celebrate, you know, such a great moment and experience together.
Well, I'm thrilled to be a part of it and to see it tonight. So thank you so much for chatting with us.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You can catch this and previous episodes of Springdale Today on YouTube, Facebook, or Instagram, and listen to the podcast on iTunes, Spotify, and your favorite podcast app. For those of you who were unable to visit Showcase of the Arts, we hope that you'll stay with us and spend a little time at the end of our podcast video to experience some of the incredible work the students created. Thank you for joining us for this conversation, and we look forward to chatting with you next time on Springdale Today.
Springdale Today is a production of Springdale Public Schools Communication Office.
The podcast is hosted by Mary Jordan and is produced and edited by Micah DeLacy.
Be sure to subscribe to Springdale Today for free on your favorite podcast platform.
And don't forget to follow Springdale Today on social media for episode updates and behind-the-scenes conversations.
Thank you for listening. We hope you'll join us in the future
as we continue to learn about the amazing stories happening in Springdale today.